Hello, everybody, and welcome to a retrospective on the Gaming Beaver channel. I hope you have your cups of tea ready, because we're going to sit down, we're going to look at just what has happened on the channel. It's something I've never done before, but I thought it might be quite interesting to have a little bit of a look back and just to see the content I've created, you know, and or created with other people as well. And I don't know, it's something that I think that would be quite good to, for me especially in the future, be like, oh yeah, that's where my mind was at back in 2024. As we approach 2025, I don't know how the year's been for you, but for me it's been a roller coaster of a ride, that's for sure. So without further ado, let's have a look at the videos we did. And here we have it, my videos of 2024. We almost started the year with an Isle video. I think this is the last Isle video I created, I think, and it came out, I think, December 30th, 2023. Whereas the Scary Dinosaur fan game was the one that I started the year with. Always been a great asset to the channel, especially ever since we'd had the T-Rex breakout one. That one did amazingly well for the channel. As you guys, the board members of the Gaming Beaver will remember fondly. And then we had Dino Bash 2. Yeah, we played that for a little bit. But really, I feel as though 2024 was the continuation of Path of Titans. That was the series that really dominated my channel. We have fun things here and there, like the Godzilla burger that was at McDonald's for a little bit.
Hold on, Godzilla, I need a napkin. Thank you. You'll try one with me? What? You'll try one? Are you sure?
Actually, this year was my foray into the Godzilla universe and Roblox. So it started with Kaiju universe, which unfortunately no longer exists. Actually, no, we do have an Isle video. So there's a Dinos. There's a Dinos. Could I be friends with you guys? Friendies. Ah! The Dilophosaurus. I forgot about that. Okay, so no, yeah, I did the kill counter with that one. I remember. 10 years. I put a scary title for that, and everyone clicked on it and thought I was quitting. So that was interesting. Hungry Shark as well, Hungry Shark World. Next we have the Jurassic Park arcade. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Are we on Nublar? Where are we? Oh my god, it sounds like a Dino Crisis T-Rex. It's the best T-Rex in the world. And that has performed, I've just checked in my analytics, that's the best video of the entire year, was that one, Jurassic Park arcade. And funny enough, I recorded that and it got copyright claimed just before it went live, or even when it just went live, which it hadn't done when I privatized it. And I had to quickly go through, change the music and everything, and then re-upload it so I could actually, you know, get it monetized. And, you know, if things get demonetized, then they don't get pushed out by the algorithm. And luckily, I think that's probably why it's done 1.6 billion views. And then, here we go, Kaiju Universe really stepped up. I think the first video was me just playing around with it. The second video, I grew Godzilla into a monster, was the time when I thought, actually, this is fun, let's try it. And then we were finishing off the Minecraft Jurassic World DLC that was out for the time, as well as clickbaiting with the next video of Ark 2, which still hasn't been released at the end of the year. Oh, jeez, sorry, I didn't realize. Stop it! Yeah! Throw rocks at him! Yes, he's free! You got more Path of Titans. Minecraft Godzilla. Again, you're seeing a lot of Godzilla approaching. Backrooms, going back to the backrooms.
Toodle pip, I knew thee well. I bid you adieu.
Okay.
Ta-ta. Goodbye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Wait a second.
Farewell. Oh, what the heck?
Oh, there we go. There we go. The Lethal Company must have just came out. Oh, you didn't put the mod on where it eats you, do you?
No. But I'm scared he did. I don't want to touch it.
Nah, it's fine. Just watch. Kaiju Universe before it got banned. I literally made 3 or 4 videos and then no more, which is interesting. And then the next one, Kaiju Universe, is over, and I was trying to find other Godzilla games, and then of course reacting to the trailer, and then Kaiju Arisen, another great Roblox game, which got taken down soon after. Another Isle video. I had no idea. I did 3 Isle videos. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh, it was a double whammy. The raptor went in and then the Cerato. That was brilliant. I look back at Ultimate Epic Battle. If I can say the word. Battle Simulator. It's Gandalf! Gandalf, no! Gandalf, it's not worth it! Don't do it! Oh no, I think we're about to see a dead Gandalf too. And then a sponsored video of Warhammer. And I have painted very little Warhammer this year. Very little. I want to paint more, I just don't have the time. But that was a paid for thing. I ended up painting 2 boxes by accident because I painted them too well. And they were like, we kind of want you to paint them with what comes in the box. So there we go. Again, continuing with the Path of Titans and Whitney.
Stop biting me!
Okay, if you die, you lose. Okay, guys, hello! Somebody want to take my shark? Kaiju Risen was taken down. Then we had Fossil Fuel coming out with its full game. Oh, sorry, Fossil Fuel 2. Rifle ammo added. Oh, that's good. So I can shoot that. Okay. What about steering? Do I have control over that? Oh. We've got some more Lethal Company.
Fire escape. I jumped on top of the pipes.
Okay, we need to quiet because it's still outside. Then I decided to again expand out to other realms. I went back to Halo Wars because I just got nostalgic for Halo Wars. It's always a good game. And I tried something different. This Warhammer Planet Assault video that I did, or battle report, took ages. I had to learn how to set up scenarios, how to following tutorials, because it was a completely different game that's not supposed to have Warhammer things in it. I think it's called Men of War or something like that. And the video performed So all that time I put into it, I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm not doing this again. Then we have the last Kaiju game on Roblox, which I think is gone now. The game More Path of Titans.
For the sins of your father, you will be slapped by wet fish.
And then we have Creatures of Sonoria, which I am actually grinding in the background of this because I want to get the what's it called, the Boreal Warden. So I've just got it up on the dodgeball minigame, and that one performed really well, which led me to play it further. So just roll the game, and then Battle Line, Halo Wars, and then I think this one's actually the final one of Kaiju Risen before it got taken down. Jurassic World the game, Halo Wars, Battle Line. So now I was sort of getting into a routine at this point. I was, one of those. I think it was. Especially with Halo Wars, it was just one session that I just made loads of videos out, which is really good. And it would work in the old days of YouTube. But nowadays, you can't really do that. Especially if they don't perform well. If they perform really well, perfect, amazing. But it's very rare that you can find a game or a type of content that you can make that's not too much effort and does really well, unfortunately, these days. Then we did the pool rooms. It was a really long one. Actually, I decided for this one to not edit too much, to just let things linger. And that's why it was an hour and 40 minutes. I don't know if that performed better or worse, but it was me trying a different type because, when you have hours and hours of footage and you go into editing and you know that you've got to spend so much and more hours just clipping. It's kind of, when you're playing the game, you know that going into it, and it can be a bit daunting, and it just puts you in a mindset of not enjoying the game so much. So I thought, going into that one, I'll try something different. Jurassic World the game, and then because I already had another box of Space Marines, I thought, actually, I'll try and paint it like the box art, which again, it took loads of time and loads of effort, and I love it. I love Warhammer, and I got some models painted, so I didn't really care about the views. And then we have, of course, Hungry Shark Evolution. I'm surprised that it's popping up so much in my head. I don't feel like I cover Hungry Shark Evolution much, and I suppose I don't. This is months going by. And then Jurassic World Evolution 3. This is where we started hearing rumors about it might be a third one coming out. Camp Cretaceous, another year, another few seasons. Kaiju Universe came back, and nobody liked it because it's not Godzilla or Toho Monsters anymore, which is a shame. Then I remember this coming out. This is, I think, the last DLC for Evolution 2, which is the reaction to my trailer, or the trailer, not my trailer. And then I guessed at how the Megalodon would look, like the size of it in comparison to the Mosasaur. And I deliberately went for the craziest looking size. I think in the video I put 2 sizes, but I'm going to put that one in the thumbnail. And I put that up, I think, hours before I was allowed to post the actual showcase, which is this one. All new Pack Dino showcase. And then, of course, we did a fun little one of 100 Megalodon versus 100 Mosasaurs. If I know going into it how a video's thumbnail is going to look, I have a way easier time recording the video, because I already know that I don't have to think about that down the line. So 100 Megalodons versus 100 Mosasaurs, I didn't really know what to do for the thumbnail, and I don't think that's my strongest one. The one next to it is way stronger, I feel, the shark with the ichthyosaur there, but it didn't perform as well. So maybe, I don't know. And then this is my first foray into not really drama, I would say, but a reaction type of content. Is this Tasmanian tiger footage real? That's where I watched Forrest Galante's reaction to... he was sent footage of a Tasmanian tiger. And originally it started as a reaction, but as you can see, I started delving really deep into it, and just... It consumed me, literally. I don't know if I got too much sleep. The next Jurassic World the game video and the Halo Wars video were already pre-recorded, as well as the Path of Titans, the Godzilla. So from the first Tasmanian tiger footage to the last Tasmanian tiger footage video, that's all I was doing. I didn't play any of the games. I was just focused on, I want to break this case. Like, who's behind it? Who sent the photos and everything? And anyone who's watching this who enjoyed that series, wow, what a roller coaster of a ride. Going from, it was a Forrest who did, who's hoaxing this, to actually the person who's insulting Forrest for covering it was the person who did it. And I was going to make a 4th video, because he did come out later after watching my video and basically admitted to it, but didn't admit to it in a weird way. He was like, oh, well, Beaver did such a good job of it, I'll just admit it then. I was like, what are you doing? Honestly, I feel like years later, he'll eventually come out and be like, okay, fine, I did it. But he just can't admit it right now. Anyway, so then Forrest made another video, because I was already on, this, and I thought, oh, is this going to be another one? Turned out it was just a clickbait video. And then still some kaiju games, knocking about in Roblox. And then I love this. I'd been working on a while on a mod, and I wanted to make a really cool teaser for it. And then I was just browsing the forum, Nexus forums, the site that you get all the mods for Jurassic World Evolution 2 on, and somebody made a Trespasser island. And I thought it'd be funny if we got me and Whitney to react to it. And actually, a few of the mods didn't work, so it was a bit weird in places. And I started shooting it, and you were like, oh! And that's what made the thumbnail. Do you remember?
I was like, oh!
You went, oh my god, yeah, do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
Geronimo! Yeah! We're the T-Rex! We can do this!
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Yeah!
And then the reveal, like the little, I think I got David Attenborough to talk, or not the David Attenborough.
All this to say that playing as a giant Japanese salamander has its rewards, but it doesn't mean that it can take on everything.
A lot of people have said in my Path of Titans video whether I have an AI do the voice of David Attenborough, and I don't. I actually go on Fiverr, and I have a certain guy who gets back in touch with me really quick, really good guy, and does the voice impression for it. Because, again, that's another job that AI is taking. And I don't know about you, but, YouTube now is filled with AI. Content, voiceovers. As soon as I hear it, I just turn it off. Because for a fact whoever's behind it doesn't care. And they just want money. So instantly it gives me the ick, yeah. And then we had a fun game when the thing wasn't out yet, where we had loads of salamanders taking on a Spinosaurus. And I think I did a live stream at this point too. And then more battle line. And then again, this is because I was getting very busy, and I was also preparing, to become a father. I wanted to give more, content to editors to take care of. And this was one of the first ones that I gave to them. Then we have Jurassic World the game, more battle line, more Halo Wars. Because again, what was happening, I would record during the day, have a life, all that jazz. And in the evening, to calm down, to relax, I play Halo Wars. And every now and again, I get a good game, and I would just be recording them anyway. And if it wasn't fun, I'd delete it. So it was like a passive way for me to make content. And then if it was good, I'd do a voiceover to it the next day. Then more Creatures of Sonoria, taking it a little bit more seriously now. I'd actually left it for ages. I hadn't touched Creatures of Sonoria for months. I think 8 months ago is when I started, and my next video was 6 months. So a whole 2 months went by. And Excited did the thumbnail for this one. Then we did an actual video for the salamander. Of course, it was to raise funds for protecting the Japanese giant salamander. And those of you who were there for this premiere will remember what the thumbnail was. And it wasn't until I premiered it that I realized it looked questionable. And I saw all the comments, because I didn't think about it that way, but you guys were thinking, oh, well. So I'd actually already had this thumbnail commissioned, but I thought I would have a go, and I made my own, and mine was the questionable one. So anyway, we went with the one that was commissioned, and it did really well. Sorry. And then Jurassic World Alive, I hadn't actually covered much of, because I was at a point in the game, I was getting sick of it. So there it was, a raid boss, a new thing, quite interesting. Meme matches, Shark Evolution, more Creatures of Sonoria. For this one, I took an image from Jurassic World Evolution 2, where I just went under the water and screenshot. That was a fun one I did with Excited. The goblins are in our world.
Tiny goblin emerged from thin air.
Well, did you see that again?
Goblin emerged from thin air.
Kaiju Risen was still knocking about, and then finally I get round to updating my top 10 dinosaurs in Jurassic World the game. And then I decided, I think I was watching lots of particular, but there's a lot of content creators out there who compile hours of footage into a short 10-minute video or 50-minute video. So that was my attempt at Zoo Tycoon. I want to be able to pick up my guests and feed them to the sharks. I want to hear this. It's Zoo Tycoon, baby. A game where in its first tutorial, it tells you to release the lions. And then tells you off for it. Because originally, I downloaded Zoo Tycoon and thought, oh, I love this. I love Zoo Tycoon. Why don't I just make a Let's Play on it? And I recorded it all in one session. And then I thought, actually, let's just attempt a different editing style. And that led to that one. And I think it's a really good video. But I am biased. And Empires of the Undergrowth! Hey! I think that's the first time we've seen it. Oh my god. But I think it finally got a new update or something like that. And then, again, just as we get close, because this was a year that we didn't have any Jurassic World news, basically. There was no movie. Every now and again, we'll get drips and drabs. But we knew going into it, all of us dinosaur creators knew that this might be a low year because there's no movie. There's no toys, there's no games, there's no movie. So there's no searching for Jurassic, really. That was the first starting to cover the news, the leaks that was coming out. And then, at this point, 4 months ago, Whitney was due any day. Emily and Didus, Emerichu and Didus, close friends with them, love those guys. I thought, hey, Whitney can't play at the moment, Path of Titans. So I thought, why not? I invite those guys on. Because I know Emerichu was starting to get really fascinated by dinosaurs. So I thought, hey, well, let's play Path of Titans. So we had a game, and it was so much fun. I want to play with them again. It's just that everyone's busy and everyone's travels, so maybe we could get some other people. Trash Taste! Although that would be fun, doing a pack with those guys. Maybe I'll float it out to them. Who knows? Anyway, Empires of the Undergrowth again comes back. And then I started the pushing of Nightmare Toast. Because I hadn't done any merchandise this year at all. So Nightmare Toast love this. I've always had an idea of using the Lost World raptor scene. You know, if you've ever played Lost World for PlayStation 1, the raptor character at the start, there's a beautiful FMV, which is a movie of a guy being chased by raptors. It sets the atmosphere so well. And I thought that'd be great, actually. Why don't we use it for Nightmare Toast? And at the time, I just climbed a mountain in Japan, Mount Dyson, and I used my cameraman, Paul, his footage that he'd recorded on his chest for the footage in there. And then some more Creatures of Sonoria, Jurassic World the game, and then a very controversial take I had on the Little Nightmares 3 as opposed to Reanimal, which is Tarsier Studios thing, so I made one of those. And I think from here on I stopped recording a little bit more with Vertigo and Excited. We'd do, I don't even know what this one was. It was Lethal Company but medieval times. And then I commissioned Excited to make a comic poster, or a comic books panel style short for Nightmare Toast. And I was really happy with how that turned out. And I think Excited was as well, because he said to me that I did all the camera angles that he was thinking in his head and all the sound effects and stuff. Why would you work, damn it? Even though we didn't communicate that, great minds think alike. Then we had a pseudo theory, sort of, for the new Reanimal game. And this is interesting. This Jurassic World Rebirth officially announced and plot revealed. This thumbnail, I now, I don't know if I'm a trendsetter or anything like that, but the picture of the guy with the flare, I thought it'd be quite interesting if we put a monster behind it. And then a day later, everyone else did the same. Everyone else. But I think they all put Spinosaur behind him or something. I know at least two channels did it. Where did we got that idea from, guys? But anyway, I mean, it's the same sort of wavelength, isn't it? Then more Empires in Undergrowth. Some Jurassic World Rebirth stuff going on. I think we reacted to all of the thumbnails possibly here. I don't think we did actually. It was just an update on all the news going about. We had Jurassic Blocky, which has still not updated, I think it is, or something like that. That was a fun one to play. And big hitters. Go on, do big hitters. Why not doing big hit? Oh, you've restarted.
I give up, that's it.
Oh! He knew he was done for and he logged! He actually closed Roblox. The last proper Path of Titans video, I think it was, the Capra Switches, which I did record with Whitney. We're gonna go
In the
Okay, yeah, he's a bit too strong for us. You can't get us, yeah. And then, out of nowhere, we had this really interesting horror game come out. I can't remember what it was called. Something Triad, Tempest Triad or something like that, which had a great mechanic with the Therizinosaurus in the shadows that would only move when you looked away from it. Oh! Funko out of nowhere released their own game with a big part of it dedicated to Jurassic World, which was interesting. The squirrel game, another fun little one that I saw pop up, and I thought I'd cover that.
You found a submachine gun! Shoot fast and fly high!
Alright, I gotta go and get my gun now. I see it. Okay, something's gonna happen here, I'm sure. Then the Spinosaur, which I think is out now, but I haven't made a video on it. And then finally, we completed the story years later of Empires of the Undergrowth, which is a fun one. This one came out of nowhere as well. When I was playing this one, I knew exactly what it was going to be, what the thumbnail was going to be. So that was a fun one to do. Another slight commission from Excited to make the baby Scorpius Rex for that Jurassic Blocky one. This one, I survived a night with dinosaurs at the museum. Kanamura-san invited me to the press event of his show. And it was so much fun. Really enjoyed it. The only downside was that I had a day. Literally a day. Not even a day. I think that night I edited all the footage. It was ridiculous. The turnaround was so tight, but it was a really fun time. Really enjoyed it. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. It was only on for 3 nights, I think. Or maybe even only 2 nights, a weekend. And it rained one of them. Then more Creatures of Sonoria, Jurassic World the game. And then another big one, where we climbed the mountain in Japan, Mount Dyson, or one of the peaks of Mount Dyson, which is nicknamed Godzilla's backbone because it looks like Godzilla's backbone sticking out of the mountain. And I severely underestimated how tough that was going to be, and so did Paul. And that's my fault because I underestimated it, so therefore I told Paul it wasn't going to be much. And I buggered my knee. My knee was wrecked. And it still kind of is. It took us about 8 or 9 hours because we didn't do one peak, we did multiples. In the video, it makes it look like, oh, then we went down and then we saw the salamanders. No. It was so horrible. Oh my god. We should have just turned around, I feel, but the way we recorded that was the first day we did the salamanders at night. And the second day, we did the climbing up the mountain. Because in the video, I switch it around. Because, if everyone sees the salamanders, then they'll click off. Then that'll be it. So I thought we'll switch it. Just content brain. We'll do it that way. Clever. Because if I had done it the other way, I wouldn't have been able to go down and see the salamanders. I couldn't bend my knee. I couldn't bend my leg. Anyway, and then we did a little bit of thing. What was it? Shark Bite 2, I think it was, on Roblox. Some more Jurassic World the game. 100 kills in Creatures of Sonoria, which apparently, actually, now that I've played it a lot, isn't hard at all. I reacted to all of the weird AI thumbnails and trailers that are out at the moment for Jurassic World.
What's that? Right there's like...
It's on the back of a block. It's got a leg.
No, I'm talking about the one in the back.
Triceratops. It's like, Then more Jurassic World the game, followed by the spiritual successor, or at least an actual fan-made game of Dino Crisis, which used the Primal Carnage T-Rex, I think it was. Oh my god! It's Primal Carnage! No! It will never not be a thing, or it will always be a thing, sorry, of the spiritual successor to Dino Crisis. That game... What was it, Death Ground or something like that? That was supposed to be Left 4 Dead meets Dino Crisis. That is... We haven't heard anything of that. Honestly, these dinosaur games. Oh! It's so demotivating and demoralizing. I don't think we'll ever see Death Ground. And it went to Kickstarter, I'm pretty sure.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
And then... Empire of the Ants came out. That was the demo, and it performed really freaking well. I was like, yes! Oh, it's brilliant! And then the rest of the series didn't. And then I started playing multiplayer. It's actually got a really active player base right now, as of this. I think it's because loads of people have got it for Christmas or something like that. So that's nice to see. Then we have Jurassic World the game. And then this was my first Path of Titans without Whitney in over a year. Because obviously at this point, our baby has been born. And a lot of these videos have been recorded while, we've been taking care of a baby. And my God, if you haven't had a baby, you do not know how hard it is, honestly. I mean, it's just me and Whitney here. We had Whitney's mum come over to help us a lot, which was good. I mean, can't even understate that. It was a godsend. And then we have Empires of the Ants that kept on going, and I just wanted to rattle this out as quickly as possible. And then, it wasn't that it was supposed to be... Let's react to another Forrest Galante video. But there was AI art in the thumbnail, and then as soon as I clicked on it, I was like, oh no. Oh my god! Okay, we're just fully committing to AI thumbnails.
That shark has some giant balls, dude, I'm telling you.
I just noticed! I was more concerned about what this floating mass was in the background.
That was their food supply. It was just like floating sausages of whales.
So then we finished Empire of the Ants, and then I was... thoroughly in the meta, thoroughly playing it online, so I made a couple of those videos. Then more Roblox and more Creatures of Sonoria, and then the Backrooms updated, which was loads of fun. In fact, no, this was a whole new game that we never played, which was so much fun, and we got all the way to the end. It was great. That best Backrooms game, Escape the Backrooms Together, I think it's called. If you like that, watch that video. Really good. Oh, I found the door! I found the doors, guys! Guys! Sugar. Then we have the ultimate tier list of Empire of the Ants. And then this game came out. This had been out for a while, unknown tapes, or at least the demo had been. And just as I recorded the demo, the full game released. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, come on. So literally, as you can see, the next video, the video after the next one, was the full game. I went back to tabs as well, because I never unlocked all of the secret troops. I never got any of the mods for it either. So I thought we'd check that out. And then Bingus. I'd like to call these a short version of a Path of Titans video, because it was only 18 minutes. And, you know, it was just a small creature, and it's not, you can't really make a full video on it. So I thought, why not? We'll make a quick short one. Oh, and then I found a game on Roblox that had ripped off all the models from JPOG. So that was interesting. We covered that. Then we had the first time me, Excited, and Vertigo had covered an SCP game.
I feel the power of 1776 running.
Oh, wait. I don't have any bullets.
It kills you instantly, and we don't have bullets.
Godzilla has returned to Roblox for one game, and I'm sure it won't be long until it's taken down. And then, out of nowhere, months later, a Jurassic World Evolution 2 Battle Royale. Oh, I kept episode 4 in there? Oops. I'll take that out. And then, just because Squid Game Season 2's came out, we actually did record a Squid Game video, so I thought I'd put that out at the same time. I think we have covered a lot of different content, and that's what I always want to do. I mean, when I first started this YouTube channel, it was literally just Let's Plays. That's all it was. Whereas now, you know, we've got some IRL stuff. We've got some, the conservation for the salamanders, which is great, and want to do more of that. Something that I didn't really cover this year was the fact that I stopped playing Jurassic World Alive because I just, for one, didn't have time for it. I found doing the daily tasks incredibly infuriating, and battling as well was also infuriating, and I didn't have time for it, especially now that balancing everything on top of being a parent is super hard. So some things had to fall, and Jurassic World Live was one of those, and I'm actually okay. I'm okay with not doing that. No more spending money. It's all good. Hey, it's a good time. So what was your favorite video, live stream, or short? Oh, completely forgot about the shorts that we did as well. I got Grana to make some amazing shorts. In fact, this Christmas just gone, I released, or I commissioned her to do the baby penguin incident, where I ate the baby penguin when Whitney told me not to, which was, there's certain times in Path of Titans that I just, iconic moments, and that was one of them. So I would love to hear if you've just found this channel. Where was it through? What kind of video was it from this year? What's your favorite video? And again, was it from this year? And going into 2025, we've got so much, like loads. I'm not even exaggerating. We've got a new movie, Jurassic World Rebirth. We've also got Jurassic Park Survival, I think it's called, as well as Jurassic World Evolution 3, I think. Hasn't been confirmed that it's Evolution, but there is a Jurassic World title coming from Frontier, the same makers of Evolution and Evolution 2. So that'll be interesting to find out. So this coming 2025 is going to be very interesting. It's going to be good. Either way, it's going to be a good time. And we'll cover all of the dinosaur shenanigans, as well as, not going to spoil anything, we may return to some favorites. And with the new Jurassic World movie coming out, will there be a Jurassic Park month? I've always had asked to me. Maybe. We'll see. If I have time, again, if there was 2 or 3 or 4 of me, you bet we could have Jurassic Park month all the time. But of course, I'm only one guy, and I think I found it a bit hard to transition my content to other people to edit. I very rarely do it, but it's something that the comedy comes through in the edits, and that's every time I make a Path of Titans video, I have speckles, timestamp every little edit I've done, basically, and people love it. So I always feel that the first recording is funny, as also when you're speaking and you're commentating, but then the second pass through with the edits is where you can really heighten those comedic moments, or make something that wasn't funny before now hilarious. I hope to bring the same sort of content that you've come to love, as well as more and diverse things. But of course, we'll always keep dinosaurs there. And if I can, we'll get some Godzilla in there. And if I really can, perhaps some Warhammer. I do want to do a video at some point of like all the Warhammer I painted this year. Be like 5 models, but still. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for your continued support. All the members, all the super chats. I love doing live streams because I get to interact live with my audience, which I never really normally get to do. So every time we do a live stream, I always do look forward to it. But they're rare again because I just don't have time. I'd love to do more. And seeing the comments as well, I always see the same sort of names pop up, and I try to give you hearts and all that jazz. The best I could do at the moment to reply. But anyway, guys, thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to keep on doing this. And I love making content and playing games for a living, because who wouldn't? Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And until next time, I'll see you in the new year. Oh, bye-bye.